The Lich Queen gently brushed her fingers across her sister's face, once scarred and disfigured by demon hunters, and in an instant the burns vanished, revealing her sister's former beauty. After a century of imprisonment by a faithless man, the Lich Queen had finally returned to her homeland, the misty peaks of Pando Mountain. But the grand palace that had once gleamed with gold and marble was now nothing but ashes, burned to ruin by the demon hunters. Only aimless spirits drifted through the remains. Determined to restore her lost glory, the queen poured her magic into reversing time itself. Before long, the once splendid palace came alive again, walls shimmering, torches glowing, the air thick with arcane power. All she needed to do now was wait for the blood moon to rise. When that happened, the magic buried beneath the mountain would return to full strength, and the dark creatures slaughtered by hunters would rise again under her protection, no longer forced to scurry like rats in the shadows. When the Black Dragon Knight, who had slumbered for 100 years, heard that the queen had returned, he immediately led his army of 100,000 assassins to pledge allegiance to her. But during the inspection, one assassin made the fatal mistake of glancing up at her. The Queen of Pando, ruler of the dead, would not tolerate even a flicker of insolence. Her tail blade lashed out like lightning, cutting the man down where he stood. As the crescent moon rose, her guardian warlords, once rulers of the wilds, returned one by one. Among them were Sarlukan, the tyrant of the jungle, and Velaha, the 100-blade demon. Each knelt before the queen, awaiting her command. Yet strangely, one was missing, the desert warlord, Urak the Great Bear, her most loyal protector. At first, the queen assumed his absence was due to gluttony or delay. But in truth, Urak had already been captured by human soldiers. To kill the beast, they sounded the alarm and summoned the legendary demon hunter Gregory, the very man who had once imprisoned the Lich Queen for 100 years. When Urak recognized his old enemy and saw him approach alone, he let out a thunderous roar and charged, ready to fight to the death. But Gregory remained calm. At the critical moment, he cast a handful of silver dust into the air, suppressing the demonic energy surging within the Great Bear and forcing him to partially revert to human form. Urak wasn't fazed. He blocked Gregory's strike and countered with crushing force, nearly cracking the hunter's skull. Just as Gregory was about to be overpowered, his young apprentice hurled a throwing blade to help. The attack missed, only drawing Urak's fury toward the boy. Fortunately, Gregory recovered quickly and intervened in time, saving his apprentice from certain death. Eager to return to Pando Mountain, Urak had no desire to prolong the battle. He leapt high, attempting to flee, but Gregory ordered his apprentice to grab the cage chains and then cut the ropes. Working in perfect sync, the two brought the great beast crashing to the ground. Furious that his opponents fought without honor, Urak unleashed his full demonic form in desperation. Gregory knew they couldn't win a prolonged fight. He shouted for his apprentice to scatter more silver dust to suppress Urak's power, then seized an iron chain and wrapped it tightly around the demon's throat. With the apprentice's help, they managed to lock Urak back inside the cage once again. Determined to end it for good, Gregory ordered the soldiers to pour out barrels of oil they had prepared in advance. He handed his apprentice a torch, testing whether the boy had what it took to become a true demon hunter.